I don't have a social media account, never have. No, that's not true. I have a LinkedIn, which I don't even know if that actually counts in today's world. Yeah. Gender bias or any type of, we're looking at the last campaign with Facebook, right, and shoveling the credibility of news feeds from sources that people think that they know firsthand and it's not necessarily firsthand, they're bots. I think, again, they're even surrendering, maybe not even their privacy, but they're surrendering their freedom and free will in some respects too, and deciding what they want to purchase commercially because you're getting bots driving you ads, what jobs you're available to or notified of. And again, that's all technologically driven. From an ethics perspective, raises this big nuanced question, right? You build a program, and humans do build the program, right? But when the program's run and isolates the categorizations, the one thing that's missing from the reasoning is that empathy, right? The humanistic nature that goes into ethical reasoning that is now missing because technology is doing the sorting, right? So even if as humans we would use sorting features to come up with this would be the best job candidate or these are the qualities that we want, when you take out that human lens, right, which is emotional reasoning, which is the visceral reasoning, which is some people even call is energy that happens between people, that sense of empathy is removed because now the computer is doing that. And that's a nuanced dilemma that nobody's really kind of addressed yet. One, regulation of the internet. And can you regulate the internet, something that's a global medium that crosses international boundaries? And then if you were going to regulate it, how would you go about regulating it? And then two, the other thing you're talking about is regulation of free speech, right? Which is another kind of, who gets to control and have the power over what is harmful and what's not harmful? And so then you're walking that fine line between free speech and hate speech, and who gets to determine that? And I have problems with that too. So like, I'm not into regulating freedom, which is freedom of expression. And so some of those lines, they're very, it's a very gray space. On the flip side, obviously, I don't support, hate speech or bigotry or perpetuation of stereotypes. But on the flip side, too, I think you have to understand what stereotypes are for. Stereotypes are negative because of the negative association they carry with them. In the case of Facebook and the gender discrimination, I think if you take a step back from the negative association and look at it as a categorization thing, realize everybody uses them for good or for bad. Right? And you have to recognize what the function is before you eliminate or regulate that functionality out of it.